Hi, welcome to ADI Technical Training. I'm Matthew. In this video, we're looking at HID. Specifically, we're looking at credentials. People call them tokens, cards, fobs, sticky labels, swipe cards. But the correct name is a credential. It's the credential you use to authorize yourself into a building. So, let's look at our most popular card, which is the I-Class, standard I-Class card. It's the 2K memory card. It's the 2000 PGG-MN. What this training video is about is how to use a how to order guide so you can understand what this code actually means. So what is a how to order guide? If we go to the hidglobal.com, we go to their website and we do a search on how to order guides, and then we go to cards and credentials, and then readers and credentials, how to order guide, and you can download and save that to your machine. Fortunately, I've done that quite a few times, so let's go to my saved edition and have a look at the document. Okay, with the how to order guide and PDF opened, we can start using it. So let's scroll down to the content pages. We're not going to look at readers, and we're not looking at mobile access just yet. We're looking at section 3, credentials. Now there's a lot of description on credentials and how you can order them and what have you, so useful reading. But really what we're doing in this video is a breakdown of what the code means. So I was just talking about the 2000. You can actually see it's the 200 or the 210. So let's go to I-Class credentials, and we're going to the I-Class card, the 200. And we're going to see how did we arrive at that code 2000. Well, first of all, the series of the card is 200. So if we flick to the, let's close this tab. If we flick to the code, if we flick to the code, you can see it's actually 2000. So it's a 200 0. I'll flip back there. 0 means it's a 2K card. The memory on the chip is 2K. If the code was 203, it'd be a 32K card. And if it was 2004, it'd be a 32 with a breakdown of 16 by 16. But we're sticking with the 2000 card, so it's a 200 card with a 0. Let's have a look at the rest of the code. P. What does P mean? So back here, and we can see that P means it's programmed with the standard I-Class application. So basically it's a standard card. It's a card you use on most applications, perhaps. P, and then the next code is GG. So if we have a look next, GG. So G, the first G means it's a plain white card with a glossy finish on the front. That's the bit in the very bottom corner. You might see the HID logo. And on the back, it's also a plain white card with a gloss finish. So it's a smooth PVC finish that maybe you want to print on at a later date as well. The next code would be M for Mike and then N for November. So MN. Let's scroll down a little bit. The M means the sequentially marked encoded. So the number that's printed on the card is the number that's outputted through the format of the number you choose. So basically the number of the card is printed on the card. N means no slot punch, sorry, it's easy for me to say, no slot punch. So you can see here, sometimes you might want to slot punch in the card, you might want to use card holders, you might want to use the card itself as a card holder to save a few pence. Personally, I wouldn't recommend that. It reduces the life of the card drastically because you put a lot of stress on this little bit of plastic here, this bit of PVC. So perhaps have a look at the ADI website and order some card holders and lanyards. And that's it really. You can order custom artwork if you decide to do so. You take that up with HID, send them over the artwork you want, and they'll provide a custom code to do that. And there we are. That would be our card, our part number. So it'd be 200 0 P G G M N. and this would be the optional artwork code if you had it. So we've done the I-class cards. Let's have a look at the proximity cards. So back to the ADI website, and the next one these are just the popular ones to help you understand the codes. It applies to most tech really, but this is the popular ISO card. So ISO meaning it's a standardized size. It's the same size regardless of which vendor it's from, whether it's HID or any other vendor. It's the standard thickness and the standard finish, and that's why you can use it in card printers, and you can use it in card holders, and if it's in certain wallets and things like that. It's a standardized size. Let's have a look at the most popular proximity card, the 125 Prox. So this is the 1386 LGGMH. So what does that code mean? So let's flick back to the how to order guide, and we'll go all the way back to the menu. There it is at the top. Is it chapter 3? No, I've gone past it. I'll scroll slowly this time. And we're looking for the 1386. You can see there's quite a lot of cards that HID do. And if you phone tech support and say, I've got a HID card, can you help me with it? To a certain extent we can, but as you can see, there's so many of them to choose from. We need a picture normally answers 100 questions. But we're going to look at the ISO Prox card, the 1386. Let's click on that. So just to get to the back of the top of the page there. It's 1386. So just flick to that code. So we know the series of the card, it's a 1386. Then LG. So what does LG stand for? L. First of all, that's the most important thing. Unless you own a HID encoder, it's very unlikely you'll ever order a 1386N. It's really important you always select L. And that way you're going to get a card that's programmed with your format, the site code, and the number range. So L means it's programmed. G, we've just discussed that, means it's a plain white card with a gloss finish. A G again, plain white card on the back this time. Let's flick back. So we've covered LGG, MH. What does the MH stand for? Again, same as the I-class card, it's printed with the numbers that you're going to output into your access control system. And H, this time we have a slot punch horizontally, so in the top there you'll have a horizontal cutout. Again, I personally, if you to ask me, I would suggest a lanyard, but sometimes it's actually easier when you issuing cards to users that they don't need card holders, maybe for the expense, or they're going to clip it in their own wallet and things like that. So that's what the H stands for. And again, custom artwork if you're going to be doing such. And that's how you would generate your code. It'd be a 1386 LGG MN, and if there's any custom artwork, this would be the number that goes there. And there we go. Regardless whether it's an I-class card, a proximity card, MyFair card, DeskFire, whichever type of card you're ordering, or credential for that matter, whichever credential you're ordering, the best way to make sure that we're giving you the right card and you're ordering the right card is to have a quick look at the how to order guide. And if you get stuck, you can phone ADI tech support and we'll go through it with you as well. Make sure you get the right for your application.